In 1984, the revolutionary computer-based movie TRON hit the box office and arcade scene. The movie was a pioneer of visual effects, both live-action, practical, and computer-generated, starring baby-faced Jeff Bridges and Bruce Boxleitner. The story mostly took place inside a visualization of a computer's internal systems, with Bridges' character Flynn trying to retrieve evidence that the Space Paranoids game he had written had been co-opted by a former co-worker who went on to become the CEO of Encom. It was tightly tied into the video games of the same name, both in the arcade and at home, but years passed and no movie sequel seemed to be on the horizon. Monolith Software decided to fill that gap in game form in 2003 with TRON 2.0, a game that focuses on the son of Alan Bradley, with Bruce Boxleitner reprising his role. The game was ported later to the Xbox's TRON 2.0 killer app, and even ported to the Game Boy Advance.
Mathria, what did you do?
So you are a user. Fascinating.
As its predecessor from 2 decades prior, TRON 2.0 mostly takes place inside of a rendition of a computer system, but it also takes those 2 decades of progress into account. You'll find weapons like the LOL, Ball, and Suffuser, program entities with names like Tito168, ServeWatch.exe, and MortonVirusScan.exe, and hacker entities like Durandal and HaHaHaOXO. The gameplay is mostly standard FPS fare, but with a few unique bits like level progression, puzzle elements, and, well, you can't make a TRON game without light cycles. The main story revolves around FCON, a corporation that's completed a hostile takeover of Encom and whose CEO has decided to digitize himself like the heroes in the original movie. But something goes wrong during the process and his digital persona becomes a virus, slowly destroying the joint network. Alan's new AI project, Mathria, helps the main protagonist, Jet, though Mathria calls him Alan too, I love that, to get himself safely into the system to try to cure the corruption and restore balance to the system. I enjoyed this game a lot when I played it back in the day, even if it wasn't an easy run. The flashy graphics and technological memery were top-notch for the time though, and it still holds up pretty well today. I love it when a game based on a movie or TV IP doesn't try to rehash the story, but tries to come up with something new set in that universe. Long before Telltale knocked it out of the park with the likes of Jurassic Park and Back to the Future, TRON 2.0 was one of the rare standout examples. Sadly, official word has come down that this is not considered canon, even though one of the main plot points is to retrieve a program called the TRON Legacy. Thanks for reminiscing today. Do you have fond memories of TRON 2.0 or TRON 1.0? Let me know here in the comments or on Twitter at TesseractUnfold. Meanwhile, please like, subscribe, spread the word, and I'll catch you again next week.
The Colonel has ordered all remaining forces to the front line. But it's all over. I say we cut our losses and evacuate that server. The Colonel will never retreat. And neither will I! Drive C forever! I'm too new to get derezzed.